Hello, Wi-Fi in a dream. So, as promised, I'm really trying hard to keep my commitment to always have some sort of Tuesday training, video, slideshow, in my pursuit to behave as if um, you guys are very, very important to me, and I want to honor the commitments that I've made and keep my word because my integrity at the end of the day is all that I have, I guess, right? So the first thing that we're going to talk about in this series, it's about your social media. I learned a long, long time ago the ramifications of not being on social media and trying to have a business. I thought I could just kind of do it all via email, and unfortunately that's just not the world that we live in anymore. Everything is pretty much social. If you don't want the world to know, then don't take a picture of it, is kind of how it goes. So when you're setting up your social media for success for your business, especially if you're just starting out, you have got to really build that foundation on your personal page. So some of the things need to be public, some of the things need to be private. Take a few minutes and look into your settings, because even for your post, you can create lists of people to where they can see everything, they can see some things, they can only see a few things. It's really up to you. So you can create lists, and when you post something organically, you can decide who gets to see that. So some of the things that I post, everyone gets to see. Some of the things that I post, only my very intimate family gets to see. Maybe I'll share a public image, but then I'll have 7 or 8 private images that are just a little bit more intimate that I want everyone in on, but want to keep it for my family. So I'm being true to myself and authentic and organic in my public profile, but I'm really letting in the people that I would pick up the phone and talk to every day into my private life as well. The other thing you might want to consider is making your friends list private. As you and I both know, in direct sales and marketing, and we use social media, one of the things that we do is we expand our network by friends of friends, people we have things in common with, and so on and so forth. You can, as you kind of start to expand your networking market or your group of people that you're connected to on Facebook, go in and make your friends list private. That's completely up to you. I try to make my friends list private as much as possible, just because exclusivity. I want it to be exclusive. Can't think of the word. But anyway, so that's completely up to you. Another thing to keep in mind, your profile photos. There's actually a thing now where you can make your profile photo a 60-second video. So if you're all about working out, then maybe you want to do a video of yourself, a 60-second video of the workout that you're doing. I just did a new one coming out, Quarter Force, and I wish I would have recorded 60 seconds of it so that I could use it for a temporary profile video. Another thing that you want to make sure is that your profile picture is of you. Now, occasionally what I will do is I will have, like if it's my kid's birthday, I'll put their birthday picture up. If it's a family member's birthday, I'll put their, picture up. But it's just for the day. It's a temporary profile picture. And then I make sure that my cover photo is of me. Another thing you want to take some time and do is your bio or your about me, depending on which social media platform you're on. This is really important. I know for me, when someone does a friend request, one of the first things I do is go into their bio or about me. And I see, where did you grow up? Where do you live now? Did we work together? What friends do we have in common? What things are you into? Just kind of an insight to the person that I'm kind of dealing with. It's kind of like caller ID for Facebook. It gives you some kind of idea of who you're dealing with. make sure your About Me section represents who you are. So if you've had a bunch of jobs or you've worked for a bunch of different distributors and things like that, and you're really focusing on one or two things, go ahead and remove all those other former employed at or worked at, and just keep the top 2 or 3 things that you do. Also, you can use a play on words. If you go and look at mine, so my family fitness page is Healthy, Busy Family. And so what I did, instead of putting worked at Healthy, Busy Family, I put setting an example at Healthy, Busy Family. So you can kind of play on words like that as well. Also, if there are any links that you want to include in your bio, keep it simple. Don't send them directly to your Shakeology page or your Beachbody page. Send them to your website. Send them to a one-pager, something really, really simple. Your cover photos. So this one I kind of go back and forth with depending on what it is that I'm doing or what's going on in my life. In the summer, we travel a lot, or try to travel a lot, and so I really try to put those pictures up of a lifestyle, of what we're doing and where we're going and things like that. And then when we're not quite so busy, I try to keep one familiar cover photo that always kind of comes back. My goal, moving forward, is to kind of change it seasonally to match where I am. So like right now it's fall. I love Halloween. I love the fall. Not for the cold so much, but I love the things that happen in the fall. Pumpkin patch and corn maze and crock pots and PJs and, movie days, things like that. So you can, kind of change it. I would create a theme, which is the last point. If you create a theme, people get used to seeing the same colors, the same fonts, the same sort of theme. I like anything that glitters, so I'm pretty sure I'll have some sort of glitter or gold in mine. It's just me. It's just what I like. All right. So number 2, social media branding. So you have to remember that if the only thing you post about is your Beachbody experience or attachment, your shake, your workout, your fitness, things like that, and the people are going to wash you out. They'll become numb to the post that you make because every post is about Beachbody. So Beachbody is not the only part of your life. It might be a big part, but it's not the only part. So always think of 4 things about you that you would want people to know. So not just Beachbody, but other things. Do you draw? Do you travel? Do you write? Do you do any type of art, fabrics, crocheting? Are you a hairstylist? I'm a nurse. I'm an infection control, occupational health nurse. And at first I was thinking, that's not really that exciting. There's nothing great about that. But actually it really is. And all the information, the public health information that I would share with patients or my employees, I can share on social media because they need to be informed too. So even for myself, I'm, trying to change gears to match that. So if you don't like running, don't change that. Don't start running because now you're associated with Beachbody. If you love coffee, keep loving coffee. Figure out new recipes. Figure out new ways to share your coffee experience. As they say, keep it 100. I'm sorry I had to put in there, but it's so true. The more authentic you are, the better. So who you are is exactly what is missing. I used to always say, well, we have the same kind of lifestyle, same information, so why would they want my stuff over theirs? And the truth is, everybody's journey is unique, and everybody's perspective is unique. And even though we may have been on similar paths, the way I see it and display it and the way someone else sees their life and displays it are completely different. So be exactly who you are. So this one was a tough one for me. Ask questions. Be interested. It's not about what you know, because everyone has Google. So literally anybody at any point can Google whatever information they need, whatever information they want, right? What makes it different is it's not some carbon copy version of an answer when you're asking questions. You're interested. You dig deeper. You ask questions that maybe Google can't answer right away. It's a personal, intimate connection that you begin to make when you ask questions. So be interested, genuinely interested. When I contact or talk to 10 people every day, it's a genuine interest in what it is that they're doing or what's going on in their life currently. I'm not looking at a picture from 5 years ago and saying, oh my gosh, your cat is so cute. I'm actually commenting on something that's very relevant to them. If they posted it, it's important enough to comment on. So attraction marketing is all about being interesting. So you first want to ask the questions. That will get their attention. That will create a relationship. You'll build trust. But then you also want to be interesting, and that's what attraction marketing is. So you want to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. And here's how I feel. 80% of your posts should be good. These are the great, amazing things I'm so blessed to have in my life. Good, good, good stuff. 10% should be the bad, the things that happen that knock you down. But don't just keep them bad. Show how you've overcome. Show how you're dealing with it. Show your intimate struggle in getting over it. One of the things that's really tough and hard and heavy on my heart is a feeling of abandonment from my father. And I don't really ever post that publicly because, well, my father and all of my siblings are on social media, and I don't want to offend anybody. But the truth is, it's the bad part. It's the part that I don't want to show. But I need to share how I'm dealing with that. And 10% is the ugly. The other day I went to leave work and my shake spilled everywhere, and I had to spend another 15 minutes cleaning up. I got all dressed up and all this other crap, and then it just kind of, went to pieces, and I had to clean up. And so you want to show those things because not everything is perfect, and nobody needs to see that. They can watch soap operas for that, right? So scheduling, whatever system you decide, pick one and try to stick with it for at least 3 months. And here's why. People will notice. So if I am posting every morning of me working out or drinking my Shakeology, and then all of a sudden I am only posting me on walks, and then all of a sudden I'm only posting events with the kids, and then all of a sudden you're shifting so much people can't keep up. Pick one system. I say take a sheet of paper, pick the times that are easiest for you to post organically and what you would be doing at those times. So it's a trigger. You finish your workout, you take a picture, you share it. After the kids are in bed, what's the first thing you do? Do you read? Do you write? Do you watch TV? You take a picture, you share it. Once you decide to do more posting, you can always use a scheduling service like Postcron or Buffer or Hootsuite. Engagement is key. So it's not enough to just post these things, but it has to be engaging. Asking questions in your post or pictures is perfect because it requires a response, even if it's just a like. You also want to go back and check and double check. I am a horrible speller, so half of my posts have words that are misspelled. So I go back and I double check to make sure that I'm posting it right, or I'm saying it right, or I sent it to the right group, just to keep me on my toes, I guess. If you have any questions about the things that we went over, always feel free to reach out to me. I hope this helps in giving you some ideas for what you can do to kind of get your social media foundation started, making sure that you're posting and sharing, you're being interested and interesting. You gotta have both. Making your profile pictures really good. Go outside in the middle of the day, take some pictures in your backyard, blur out the back if it's kind of crazy or whatever, but really have a good time, engage and share. You really can't share enough on social media. Talk to you soon.